Bettim Again turns for home with about a 3-length lead. It's Bettim Again. Racing second, Panther Spignot. They straighten away. Bettim Again with the big lead coming through the stretch. Bettim Again pulls away. Panther Spignot, Cruise Patrol trying to get second. It's Bettim Again in front. Wins it for our guest announcer, Jeff Lilley. Then it's going to be Panther Spignot and Cruise Patrol. Time for the mile, 1:50.2-1.
Bettim Again and driver Pat Barry do the work on the front to win for owners Jeff Lilley, Blair McLaughlin, and Ian McDonald. The 4-year-old, trained by Jim King Jr., took a new lifetime mark in 1:52-1. Although his owners are from Canada, one of them, Jeff Lilley, was in town visiting and got in the winner's circle. And we thought it would be a good idea to get him on the show for this Heather on the Spot segment. Jeff, I know you're excited about Bettim Again, bringing home a big win at Dover Downs. Let's talk about how you got into harness racing in the first place. I know you're from Canada.
I was born in Nova Scotia and started working after school and whatnot, and then when I got out of school I went to work for Dave Pinckney in Sackville Downs and worked as a groom different tracks in North America, and did that for a good 20 years or whatnot, and started on my own in about 1989. Claimed a horse, Kennel Python, who I still have. He's 28. He's home. And my friend bought a mare with a foal beside it. His foal beside it turned out to be a real good filly. What bred her offspring, stakes winners. You know, they just keep going, you know.
I know you've had a lot of fun in the business, and you've had a lot of fun coming here to the States. You've been here a couple weeks, right? Not only does Jim have your horse in training, but actually you came down on a vacation and you've been living right here at the farm, and this is where your horse is.
Yeah, really. Well, he was down there about 2 months, and I sent Jimmy a message and said, you know, I'd like to come down on a working vacation. And he said, don't worry about nothing, we'll look after you. And it's like, wow. So I work in the daytime for him and do my PR work at night. And met all kinds of really nice people. I'm telling you, the people are unbelievable friendly, the drivers, different trainers.
Yeah, let's talk about that quote-unquote PR work. You have taken a boatload of selfies with everybody, you know, from Ron Burke to Montrell Teague to me. I even got one.
A couple with you, Heather. You wore 3.
Yeah.
Want to make it 4?
But that's been great. I love seeing them on Facebook, and I know a lot of other people have too.
Yeah. Well, I started doing it at Prince Edward Island Old Home Week, and people that couldn't go to Old Home Week, then they would see who was there and whatnot. So people came from out of town. I just started taking selfies with them, and my friend Stephen Quinn even bought me a selfie stick, you know, and I must have did 60 or 70 of them Old Home Week. And then when I come down here, I just wanted to show people that I've met and whatnot, you know, like you say, Montrell Teague. Most all the drivers are Stafford. A couple with my friend Ross Wolferton and, you know, Jimmy King. A lot of the stable help here in the business. Jimmy was so nice. We went down to, that day my phone broke, unfortunately. But I went down to Pinehurst and saw that, and that was like a storybook type of training track. It's like unbelievable. And I went to Yonkers with Soho there. We went and I met Ron Burke. I was there 20 years ago as a groom, and the place hasn't changed much. But just the fact that I got to re-see it again and whatnot, it was fun. And then went over to Rosecroft and saw them, and Jimmy took me around the state of Delaware and showed me all kinds of farms, and it's just a great time of year. It's a lot warmer here. It was minus 13 when I got in the truck to come here, so, and that's Canadian 13, which is quite a lot lower. Yeah, so anyways, it's been a great 2-3 weeks, but it was a really great experience. I couldn't say enough about the way people, how friendly they were, and accommodations, and trying to keep up with Jimmy King.
It's not an
full-time
easy
job.
task. It's not
No,
an easy
no.
task. You know, before I let you go, one more thing, and this is huge. You announced a race at Dover.
Yeah, I met Jack Gallagher, and he said, you know, could I do it? And I know I could do it. So I did a qualifier before, and he said, do you want to do it? And it was muddy that night, and I couldn't see the colors all that great. So I said, no, maybe tomorrow. You got a nice short field. And he said, well, here's one with 7 in it, and give me the sheet the night before, and I did it the best of my ability. Timmy Teacher was up second on the outside, and it was close. And they head for the top of the stretch. I'm in their blind spot. Up 2 on the outside, coming at him is Teacher with dogfight right down to the wire. It's gonna be tight. Hanging on in the middle. Oh, it's too close to call. I did a pari-mutuel race, so you could say I have experience now.
That's exactly right. Well, you've had quite the adventure. Thank you for
Thank you
making
for
us
having me.
your work a vacation. We
Yeah.
loved having you. Thank you,
Thank
Jeff.
you, Heather. Appreciate it.
Thanks again, Jeff, for being on Post Time. Safe travels back to Canada, and we sure hope to see you again in the States soon.